Tyrese Haliburton had one of the best individual runs in playoff history with many clutch buckets. Let's take a deeper dive into what transpired. Starting off, one of the craziest runs in playoff history was against the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round of the 2025 playoffs. All set up by a fumbling turnover from Gary Trent Jr., Ty was able to get downhill for a layup on this play. But we're going to play it back again. First mistake by the defense was by switching the high ball screen, which was the initial offensive setup of the play. Giannis is a former Defensive Player of the Year, but to me, it is still not ideal. Now that's in the past, so let's look at this. They are already committing to giving Drew Nembhard space for a three-pointer, so why would you not fully commit to stopping the ball and help side anyway? You cannot get stuck in between helping or closing out to your guy on the three-point line. Another help side defender on the block is not able to help because he has to stay attached to Miles Turner, who would have an easy dunk if he slid into help side, or even a putback. So in this play, the defender that's matched with Drew Nembhard should have been the help side defender if that's how they wanted to play it. If not, I understand why they trusted Giannis, but I would not have trusted him in that scenario. It was a very unnecessary switch at the top on the high ball screen. You could have just stayed put and Giannis could have been a help side guy. Instead, you put Giannis in a bad spot and the help side defender in a spot where he didn't know what to do. If you are a Pacers fan or just love Tyrese Haliburton, we have some links in our bio brought to you by Fanatics. We'll continue to add links each week to different items that you request or in relation to the episode that week. Just a reminder, we do earn commission off these links. It does go back into the podcast. We want to make this the best quality for you guys possible, so please support. We appreciate all the support we can get. Now let's look into the rest of these plays from an offensive perspective. Here's another game winner from his playoff run, and this was obviously set up by bad execution on the boards. But now that we see Tyrese Haliburton pull the ball to the top of the key, I want to take a look at this specifically. There's a help side defender on the right wing ready to help. Then you have Donovan Mitchell on that right block getting ready to play two guys and close out to whoever may get the ball. So I think Tyrese Haliburton sees that on this play. And what you don't see right away is that there's a flare screen run on the left side of the court. So Tyrese Haliburton avoids that right side where the help side is forming. He drives to the left lane line a little bit, more towards the top of the key still. That flare screen action is still happening on the left side of the court, not allowing the defenders to step up. So Tyrese Haliburton essentially has a one-on-one opportunity at the top of the key going towards the left side, and it is a tough shot. It is a step back, of course. So the defense did what they had to do. A step back's a tough shot, but he still made the shot, and it could have been played a little bit better. However, the offense played it perfectly, and Tyrese Haliburton's high IQ showed on this play. Another playoff buzzer beater, another playoff big-time clutch shot for Tyrese Haliburton was against the New York Knicks, and it was a little bit of an awkward setup against the Knicks. A shot that bounces in, a mismatch was created, an awkward drive and dribble out to the perimeter that sets it up. Nevertheless, this is not an exact setup or legit play created. It's another high IQ play from Tyrese causing a mismatch just by getting downhill. Now, it's awkward because he drove downhill and you didn't know what was going to happen in the moment. He realized that Mitchell Robinson was the guy he wanted to attack, as they were pretty much the whole fourth quarter of that game. If they wanted to go big and try and crash boards on a smaller Pacers team, it just seemed to me like the Pacers were trying to go at Mitchell Robinson off the dribble, and it worked. Now, obviously, the shot had to bounce in to go in. However, this is the mismatch you want to create in these situations and get the best mismatch for your best player. Just a reminder, please give us a rating and review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It is really appreciated and helps us the most as we try to grow. Remember to tune in to Move of the Week videos every Wednesday on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and let us know what you would like to see next. Lastly, we have a play against the OKC Thunder. Now, they didn't win this series. However, it's crazy to me that he had a clutch time shot in every round of the playoffs. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this, but now Cason Wallace is the lead defender on this play. Now, Cason Wallace has to be one of the best and upcoming perimeter defenders in the league, and he gets matched on Haliburton to start this play. Now, the absolute respect that people have for Cason Wallace already this early in his career is nuts to me. However, he's only going to get better, and this is a very good matchup for the Thunder. It favors the Thunder, in my opinion. Now, Here's how you start the play. You have Cason Wallace at the top of the key with Haliburton, so you know how this is going to go. He's going to try and lock him up, but what you don't see here is that Siakam's going to cut through, and we're going to pause it because I want you to see this. This creates another one-on-one opportunity, just like some of the other plays we have previously mentioned. Look at the help side. The help side is all drawn into Siakam, and Cason Wallace is on an island with Haliburton. Haliburton gets him on his toes and shoots a mid-range jumper right over the top. So every situation we've seen, whether it's a flare screen or somebody cutting through or Tyrese Haliburton creating a mismatch, we have seen many ways for one-on-one opportunities to be created for him. And it just happens to be that Tyrese is one of the most clutch guys in the league at this moment in time. Hope he has a speedy recovery, of course. It was terrible to see that in the finals. But moving on, he shot, I believe, 12 of 14 in clutch time within like under a minute or something like that. So he was known for making these shots. Now, if you're a defense, you need to start considering playing him a little bit differently, sending a double team, making someone else beat you. But from an offensive perspective and playing straight up defense, these are the reads, and this is how you create opportunities for your teammates. That just about wraps it up for Court Vision. We've seen many ways for those opportunities to be created in clutch time for Tyrese Haliburton specifically. I don't know if we'll ever see a run like this ever again, but hopefully we see more in the future and we see more actions like this in the future, and maybe you guys can even learn from it, whether you're a coach or a player, drawing up plays or running the plays or simple actions that we've talked about. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next time on Court Vision.